I'm the janitor of LA. I walk through the city looking for trash that I can then turn into sculpture. And today, we have an intern with us. Today I want to go to the LA River to look for some material for me to work with. As a foreigner, the LA River has such a mystique to me. It is this magical place that I only know from movies and photo shoots. Maybe there's something cool for me to find. Hey, we just need to hop the fence. Okay, I was so worried on finding a access point to the LA River because it's all fenced in, but it turns out it's not even illegal. I'm a little bit disappointed. You can just go. And it's also so nice. Where's the trash? I hope we can find something. Maybe we can find a bike, like some metal. We haven't done any metal stuff. I want to weld, so metal would be great. But from experience, the last, how many trips have we done? This is the 4th, right? This is the 5th? Wow. So for the last 4 trips, there was always something just showing up. I'll trust the process that we will find something. Smudo loves it, so that's amazing. Smudo, hey! Nein! He found some trash. Was war das? It's a rat that big! Bah! Car wash! We need to take Smudo to the car wash. So far I give the LA River 1 of 10 points. Oh, I see a metal sign. I wonder if that's worth getting my hands in there, but it's all... I don't think I'm ready after the rat. I need a little bit more distance from the rat and then I can do it. This is the LA River? I imagined something completely different. I think we are walking in the wrong direction, because if I scroll down, it's just all green. Special park warnings and hazards. Avoid hand-to-face river contact. Oh, this one is a good. Water contact may cause an increased risk of illness. Okay, as it turns out, the part that we picked is a kind of recreational part where they put a lot of plants and nature in, but that means no trash for us. So we have to find a different spot where we can look for things. I want to find cool stuff in the LA River. Where is the best way to do this? Where there is no nature, but a lot of trash. The most iconic and urban part of LA River, heavily tagged, fully concrete channel, weird stuff gets washed in here. This is where we need to go! Let's drop Smudo. I think he had enough rat rollings for today. You ready to go home? Oh my god, what a janitor. What a janitor. You're an office dog. He doesn't necessarily like it, but that's what you get for rolling around in a rat. Guter Kerl. Guter Kerl. Oh nein. That's more what I imagined. Like this giant concrete field. It hasn't been raining lately, so I would think this is probably more fruitful after a bunch of rain, so new stuff gets flushed here, but I'm not giving up. This shows how desperate I am that I'm picking up this. It's actually super interesting that we can't find anything here. This is similar to the desert. They say there's no trash in the desert because people use their stuff. They use what they have and make stuff last. And similar to the LA River, you can see all these encampments along the riverbanks and they use the things, they use the trash. So kind of like a privilege to even have trash. There is no privilege in the LA River. People use their stuff. Let's respect that and just walk up back onto the street, see if we find something on the way back to the car. Those are scrappers. That's where all the good stuff is. Okay, they have a very unfair advantage. That's unfair. I am not joking. We were 5 minutes away from the LA River and we see these guys working on traffic lights and then this happens. Are you sure? Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I'll...
Garbage, so why not? Which one? Anyone you want.
Amazing. Okay, hold the phone. Just walked by these guys. They're replacing the traffic lights and this is trash. They're throwing the old ones out. Not on my shift. Okay, let's see. Which one would be better? This one has an angle. What the fuck? There's a shopping cart right there. Oh my God, we are so lucky. What? Fuck yeah! Okay, as always, I don't have a name. That's a question for you later, but check this out. So this is for my daughter. She loves the game Red Light, Green Light, which is run around like crazy. Run around! Stop! I love the game too, because it makes her very tired and then she goes to bed right away. So this is for her, but it's also a little bit for me. I'm so happy with how everything fit together, and 100% of this project is recycled. I got this box in the scrapyard in Germany. The switch is from all the electronics that I got from my neighbor. We found the trash light together. All of this would have been in the landfill. And now it's a really cool game for the kids. Another thought that I had, because we were walking in the LA River and we couldn't find any trash, and this whole trash is kind of a luxury. Right now, we have the luxury to just throw away things that we don't want anymore. And we can take precious things, metal, electronics, and build toys for our kids with this. If you pull on that string, how privileged we are to do that. Because in a different scenario, when resources are not as abundant, probably the metal of this would be used for, I don't know, darker things. And right now is the best time to work with trash. If you're interested in recycling or in starting building something, it is the absolute best time, because stuff like this is available for free on the streets. It makes me very happy that this became a toy and not a landfill or not anything darker. And that's it. What's the name? What's the name? Stop. What's the name? We need a name for this. If you know what we should call this, let me know. So I hope you enjoyed this video and this project as much as I enjoy being the janitor of LA. This is my calling. And I will see you next week with a new video. Bye. This video is brought to you by Bombas. And I can tell you, up until a year ago, I have never thought about socks. And then we had a baby and my wife threw away all whole covered socks. It was, if you are carrying a newborn, I want you to be safe. So she got me 20 of the Bombas gripper socks. And I can say, of course she was right. Not only are these socks much safer, and you really don't want to slip when you carry a newborn, these socks are also very comfortable. And then a couple weeks ago, my wife again got me these socks because she said, you are the janitor of LA now. You will walk around so much. I want you to be cozy and comfortable, and I want your socks to support what you do. So she got me a bunch of these athletic socks. Two things I learned from that. Yes, one, my wife is the absolute best. And two, so are Bomba socks. They're super comfortable. And if that doesn't convince you, if you buy a pair or your wife buys a pair for you, they donate another pair to a person in need. That's the kind of kindness that we need in this world. And over the time, Bombas donated over 150 million items. And I say items because they don't only have socks, they also have underwear. You should check out the whole catalog. If you want to try Bombas, click the link in the description or scan this hovering QR code and use the checkout code LAURA20 for 20% off of your first purchase. And if you're worried about shipping, they just added a bunch of new countries to their shipping list. They now ship to 200 plus countries, so you should be fine. I want to thank my wife for hooking me up with Bomba socks. I want to thank Bomba socks for supporting my work. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week with a new video.